Right, we're just about to get started. Great to see so many faces. Hey, Rich. Hey, Derek. Good to see you there. Love, Charo, Pam, Nevlin, Joseph, Razul. Great to see you, Richard. Alden. Hey, brother. Katrina, welcome. Mary, Joy. Lots of people joining in now. Fantastic. And a very warm welcome to our Flow Friday session, episode 39. Very warm welcome to everyone for episode 39 of Flow Friday, where we're keeping up to date with all the things happening in the world of AI and Raya Pro and our Multiply Tech AI agents. Hey, today I'm going to be jumping into just a bit of an update in AI news. Wow, what a week it has been this last week, and as well as some advancements we're doing and a little bit of show and tell on some advanced items as well, letting you know what's coming up as well into the future so you can get excited for 2025 even more if you weren't already excited. I'm going to share my screen today. I've got a couple of videos I want to share with you as well. Let me get that happening. Today, coming to you live from Bali, Indonesia. Next week, we'll be in Cebu in the Philippines. And so this is where we are today. Today in Bali, Indonesia, and next week we'll be in Cebu in the Philippines. Hope to see you all there sometime soon. And for our team members, I'll definitely be seeing you next week in person. Looking forward to some time together. Now, this last week has been incredible. If you haven't seen what's been going on, it's images and video is really dominating in some changes. And so I know for myself, well, here's what we'll go through. We're going to go through the top news in the world of AI, some thinking ahead moments, especially with Raya automations. I'm going to talk to you about 4 fundamental skills for the future that are really important. Little updates on the book, the consulting and engineer certifications, and making sure everyone's into Multiply Academy as well. Hey, ChatGPT exploded last week with the new image generation option. Now, it's only available in ChatGPT. It's not yet in the API, but as soon as it's in the API, we'll be bringing it into Raya so you can access it there as well. But also, we've seen some incredible advancements in video from Meta, Argil. If you haven't heard of them, I'm going to show you what they're up to. And then show you what we're doing with HeyGen, and then, of course, what we'll be doing with Argil as well. Hey, this is last weekend. I'm on school holidays with my kids and my son who loves to play VR. We were just playing around with ChatGPT, and you can see that image on the left is my son playing VR. TK, big shout out to you, TK. Love you, son. And then turning that into a cartoon with a really simple prompt is just incredible. Now, I think ChatGPT and OpenAI's servers started to get a bit of a meltdown across the weekend to the point where Sam Altman came out and said, we're going to need to have to restrict the amount of usage of this because it's just really taken off. And to think that items like I then prompted to have a character pack made of my son with his VR kit and so forth. To think that something like that would have been thousands of dollars to be made by a graphic designer in the past. Now, in a matter of minutes, you can have these incredible images created. There's a lot of safety restrictions on ChatGPT for the image generation, which is really good. You can't go in there and start to manipulate people's faces and so forth. And I think this is really well done from OpenAI because when you see the quality of what's possible with images and now video, the challenge is going to be around understanding what is real and what is not, and where the fakes will come out. What can you believe anymore? on the internet will be a big question. Things like, especially in the world of digital marketing, and where people are professing to achieving really big results and outcomes, so many things are going to be able to be faked now. So it's going to require a new sense of just questioning what is real and what is not. And scammers are going to be another area that we need to look out for even more. We've got a solution coming for this in the world of cybersecurity in this space to keep everyone safe. So, but we'll tell you more about that in the upcoming months as it gets released, or hopefully weeks, but month or two. Really cool stuff. Now, the idea, the quality of content generation is going to increase significantly now that images can be created so beautifully, so easily. And there's no doubt that our ability to articulate our needs with specificity, prompting, that is going to require, just more and more skill development in this zone. Now, the other area beyond images. Now, I think like last week was all about images. This week, if you haven't seen it, this is going to blow up on video. This is from Meta has released a paper on Mocha, which is their new approach for video generation. It moves past the concept of lip syncing and moves into just full generation. I've got about a 1.5 minute video here to share. Let's enjoy this one.
City of stars, just one thing everybody.
So tired of him being gone.
Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. Meta just released a research paper and few video examples titled Mocha, movie-grade talking character synthesis. This isn't a concept piece or a limited demo. It's a robust, scalable framework for synthesizing full-body talking characters from speech or text input with temporal consistency, emotional alignment, and multi-character capability. In this video, we'll focus on a new architecture that pushes the boundary of character synthesis with clear methodology and measurable improvement. Let's break it down. Talking head generation is not a new research field. Multiple models over the past few years have tried to generate faces or partial busts from audio, often guided by text or key points. But these models tend to have 3 major limitations. They rely on heavily cropped input frames. They often generate content frame by frame, leading to jitter and visual inconsistency. And they fail to integrate the full character body, especially arms, posture, and background context, into the temporal flow of the generated video. Mocha, developed by researchers at Meta, directly targets these limitations. It redefines the task not as lip syncing or face animation, but as cinematic talking character synthesis with attention to posture, framing, gesture, and character continuity.
Isn't this incredible, right? Look how far the world has come in just about, a year and a half, 2 years. There was a time there where we were talking about the challenges with Mid-Journey, putting like 6 fingers on a hand, or adding in an extra arm and so forth. Now we're seeing full movie grade quality imagery with all the people in the background and the scenes, and it's shifted away from this like text to speech and speech to image and having to bring everything together and align it, to now the model pushing everything out in full. Definitely Mocha got my attention, but the thing that is probably even larger is from Argil. Let's check out this next video.
I have to tell you something. You're not gonna believe this, but I am entirely AI generated. Sure, humans were involved, these guys at Argil.ai, but only in creating the technology that made me alive. Yes, alive, just like you. I go to the gym, just like you. I take walks in the streets and enjoy a good morning coffee, just like you. I enjoy picking out good literature and reading it peacefully in the grass, just like you. I'll even do some shopping, because like you, I am still looking for love. What do you think about this outfit? You can shade me, sure, but it's always me. This is still me. Me again. Me. All generated with Argil. Alive? You decide. Anyways, there's one more thing I want to show you.
Now, Argil's available right now. And for me, this changes everything. You think about what you just saw in the video there, all the different scenes that were generated via AI and the ability to become a real storyteller and get the message across with engaging visuals at essentially movie quality results. Now imagine doing this like on autopilot, where your stories and messaging for your organization could then be put through an automated workflow to be able to create content like this on a continuous basis. This is one of the benefits of Raya Pro in the new automations. We'll be building out a node to actually connect to Argil so that you can, in fact, have a whole vast range of steps in your marketing that also includes the generation of content like this. Now, it's nice to just share there. We can now make action movies in our bedrooms. You bet, right? And you think it was about 18 months ago, or maybe 12 months ago, that one of the leading directors at Netflix, he forecasted that movie creation in the future is going to be done by us. We're going to be prompting and sharing our movies, and no doubt as creators on Netflix, that this is just such a remarkable world. Someone else Vince just said, I can't imagine what AI can do in 3 to 5 years from now. Absolutely. Our entertainment lives, our interactions, the quality of what will be produced in marketing is going to change forever. And so it really is about being on the forefront of this as it comes out, so you can take great advantage of it. Now, as I've been sharing for a little while now, the Raya is about to get some really big improvements around automations. A couple of nice comments there. Yeah, so Derek just put there, influencer and actor industry are under threat. Yeah, it's one of my friends who's a big influencer in the mid-journey space. As we were chatting on this last night, he said, is this what people want? Do people want AI influencers? And I don't know whether people want it or not. The reality is that's where it's going to end up going. And there'll be no doubt different camps between the real person and the AI influencer. And the reality might be that the AI influencer just does a better job, more consistently, more content, more messaging. And if we consider, especially in marketing, just as a human being, we're influenced by our environment and the communication that comes through. And it's been an attention economy for quite some time now, to be able to actually capture people's attention, get the message across, and be that dominant voice. To try and compete as the direct human versus AI production in this zone, it's going to be pretty hard, especially as the quality continues to increase. Richard's just asking, Matt, are you guys still developing voice agents to answer phone calls and, for example, provide pre and after sales support? Yeah, we've actually got that. We haven't pushed it too hard in release, and one of the reasons why is we've got to make sure we can support you. We've got quite a few projects and products on the boiler at the moment, and it's then as we get it into market to make sure that you've got the support to roll it out and set up. And that probably really connects to, as I share a little later about our AI consultancy certification, that's a core part of it. Because what tends to happen is the personalization that everyone needs. You need attention, love, and support to make sure that it works well. And so our new AI consultant certification means that all our consultants will go through so they can build the expertise on all the products and then be able to support. So hopefully that will be able to help out. Anthony's also been keen on voice agents as well in Kiwi tone, right? And the really fascinating thing is some of the new models on voice that are coming out, oh gosh, I could have shown you that one too, are just remarkable. It's even so much better than what you might have seen through OpenAI at the moment. Derek shared there, trust recession is a term I heard for the first time recently. Right. This concept of trust, providence, actually understanding what is real and what is not is a huge area of security coming, interestingly. Wow, some great comments around this. This is such a fascinating space. Last night I was on with Irvin and Razul, and our speed of content creation is going to be the next thing. I don't know if you ever had this before, where you've got an idea, you really want to get it out there, but once you got that idea, you've even then got to stop, maybe put that through a workflow or do some prompting, and then get it over into generating the content, whether that is a blog article or a video to post and so forth. And so here is an example of just being able to do a quick voice note on an idea in Slack, and then in the background have Raya write a script for that particular idea, and then send it to HeyGen to actually generate the video. So here's my audio of my instruction that I sent through on Slack. Please create me a script for a video that explains how LLMs generate text. Okay, so that's what I sent. It's not a lot. Here is the outcome.
In this video, we uncover the fascinating world of large language models, or LLMs. Have you ever wondered how these advanced AI systems generate human-like text? Let's break it down. LLMs are trained on massive datasets containing diverse text from books, articles, and websites. They learn patterns in language, understanding grammar and context. When you input a prompt, the model predicts the next word by considering the words that came before it. This process is powered by deep learning, particularly transformers, which analyze relationships between words across the text. As the model generates each word, it continuously refines its predictions, creating coherent and contextually relevant responses. So, whether you're chatting with a virtual assistant or reading an article, remember, it's all thanks to the incredible capabilities of LLMs generating text right before your eyes.
Amazing, right? So simple. There was one simple idea, really great script came out, and then the quality of HeyGen now is just outstanding. And of course, and so Rodney's asking there, Matt, can it create the same thing but simulating you? Yes, absolutely. So we'll be seeing that next week. As Razul keeps hitting me up with, Matt, we need 5 to 10 minutes of the direct to camera of me talking, so with my hand gestures and so forth, so that that can be the base. And so we're going to see a lot more of a content creation, like as a if you're a small to medium enterprise owner, or you're the key person, principal person for the face of the organization. One of the challenges is just getting the time to actually stop and create material and get your voice heard. And this is where, because the quality is there now, we can start to leverage this video to ensure that the messages are coming out more frequently. Anthony Scott, I'm also keen on assistance on how I can, with automation, take a Zoom podcast video and generate transcripts, podcast show, YouTube, SEO, thumbnails, social. Yeah, that's a great one. We can put all that together and use that as an example in Flow Friday. Yeah, isn't this, Rodney's just shared, I'm so happy that AI will take away that part of my job, because while you're doing all the content creation part, even though that's a highly leveraged outcome when you get it published, the reality is there's so many other important things to be doing that are important and urgent, that it's easy to miss doing this marketing activity, which is important but not urgent. At least it's not urgent until your leads are not coming in enough, and then it becomes very urgent. So the fact that we're going to be able to have this scalable, automated way to actually deliver it also means that we just step up the strategic value ladder one more step, and that we're moving to roles of orchestration and quality assurance, right? So strategic planning, orchestration, and quality assurance is really to start to think this way. Now, I just wanted to share with you what this actually looks like inside of Raya. So as we start thinking ahead about the future. Now, I'll also add in what I share with you today, there is still another upgrade coming to Raya in this zone, which it's being worked on at the moment. We think what we've got here is super useful and very impactful, but it's still we've got to make it easier again for everyone. We might want to make it simpler and simpler again. Now, this is an example where we've connected the Slack. So via a Slack channel, we can add this audio. So I'm going to bring up the Slack channel so you can see an example of it. And one sec, I'll get to the right channel. So in Slack, what we've done is created we've called this particular channel Hey Jed video from an audio. And it's here where I can now drop any audio and actually have Raya listen out for that audio file and then write a script. We actually go to OpenAI for the transcription. We then go to Raya to write the script and Raya to write the headlines and then send that over to HeyGen. So let's do one while we're here. Please create me a video script that defines AI agents and agentic workflows. I hope it picked that up. I haven't tested this microphone is being picked up on the computer. It looks like it has. Let's just double check. Please create me. Yeah, it has. Okay, so that's cool. Okay, so I've sent that off. And in the background here, what we've got is these steps. So it's like the audio comes through. It does a check to ensure that is in fact an audio file. It's then going to send a HTTP request over to OpenAI for the transcription to occur. And then Ray is actually an AI agent is going to write the script from that particular very short piece of information. Now, from here, we need to work with the fact that this information needs to be consistent as it's passed through to the next agent in this zone here. When we're working with generative AI, one of the challenges that we face is that it is probabilistic. It's a probability of the outcome that you're going to get versus when you're working with a database and you're doing like searches and lookups and SQL queries and so forth, is that you get a deterministic output. It's going to be consistent every time. So when we're working in this field where we need the consistency of output, we're going to need to run some additional code at times to make sure the data is structured in the exact way so that you can get the outcome that you desire. And this is one of these zones where it gets to a little bit more complexity when you get these longer running automations. And I'll share some more examples of more longer running complex automations. And so what we're working on is simplifying this more so you don't need to get into some really heavy lifting on doing some advanced coding to get these next steps going. What I'll also add though is that we're through our certification programs, these really advanced templates, some of these, are thousands of dollars to create in time and effort to put them together. You'll see the advanced ones really are in that zone. That in all the testing and documentation, and setup and so forth, that you're able to actually just get access to those so you can leverage the results in your business really fast. Now, after these are written, we then store the information in a database. A great database to use is something like Airtable. And then from there, send it over to HeyGen, and where the video actually gets created. So what's happened in this process is that the actual execution of it occurred. So I'll show you this one here. It's we successfully ran that whole workflow. It took 13 13.2 seconds to go through from the Slack trigger to filtering to getting the transcription to writing the script and the headlines, putting that into Airtable and then sending it to Hey Jen. That took 13.25 seconds. And here's the output here. Please create me a video script that defines AI agents and agentic workflows. It then wrote the script. So in this video, we're diving into the fascinating world of AI agents and agentic workflows so that you can so forth and so forth. Well, let's just watch the videos rather than hearing me read it. We'll see if HeyGen has, yep, it's already created this. So it's gone through. Let's check out this video now.
In this video, we uncover the fascinating world of large language models, or LLMs.
Hang on a sec.
Have you ever wondered how
the
these
previous
advanced
one.
AI systems generate human-like
It may not have processed it. Let's see. Okay, it's still processing. Okay, 48% done so far. So here's the script. So, and then it goes on to say, so what exactly is an AI agent? Think of it as a powerful assistant designed to automate tasks based on defined goal and backstory and specific instructions. Sounds familiar? You're all into this. These agents can be configured into workflows, allowing them to tackle complex tasks and generate meaningful outputs quickly and efficiently. Now let's explore the concept of agentic workflows. These workflows leverage AI technology to streamline processes, enhancing productivity and collaboration. By harnessing the capabilities of AI agents within these workflows, businesses can not only save time, but also improve decision-making and overall results. Embracing this innovative approach is the key to staying ahead in today's fast-paced digital landscape. Now, what's going to be fun, I think by next week, we'll do this with me and I'll read the script, right? See how well I do as the news presenter reading the script, and then see how well and consistently the AI does it. Now, even in just this sign, we're going to see such the ability to speed up our own processes because, you know, doing direct to camera sometimes takes a bit of effort. Now, I'm not too bad when I'm doing it just in flow state. When I need to move to actually reading a specific script, it slows me down because I need to do more practice on being able to read on the teleprompter and deliver what's in front of me. Ricky's asking, do you have a team that can make and automate Raya for us? Yeah, so what we've got coming to you is, and I'll tell you more about that actually a little later, Ricky, because it's a great question. I'll let you in more on that in just a moment. I'm coming up to that topic this morning. Okay, so I think we've got that now, exploring the power of AI agents and agentic workflows. So let's see how our avatar goes.
In this video, we're diving into the fascinating world of AI agents and agentic workflows. So what exactly is an AI agent? Think of it as a powerful assistant designed to automate tasks based on a defined goal, a backstory, and specific instructions. These agents can be configured into workflows, allowing them to tackle complex tasks and generate meaningful outputs quickly and efficiently. Now, let's explore the concept of agentic workflows. These workflows leverage AI technology to streamline processes, enhancing productivity and collaboration. By harnessing the capabilities of AI agents within these workflows, businesses can not only save time, but also improve decision-making and overall results. Embracing this innovative approach is the key to staying ahead in today's fast-paced digital landscape.
What do you think? Like it or don't like it? Which one would we get? Thumbs up? Yeah, I think it deserves a thumbs up. I think that was well done. So incredible insights into, you know, what's possible now. Imagine all of training videos, right? Now go to a whole another level of quality and consistency and the ability to create these faster as well. And the key still, like, you know, when we get exciting technology, for me, one of the keys is that there's a risk of us running off and using different tools and consuming a lot of time, but without getting a really clearly defined output that's going to have a business impact. And this is where we need to take a step back to the business fundamentals, back to the basics, and make sure we're clear on what is the goal, what are our systems, processes, procedures, and steps that will be the best bet to deliver upon that goal. And then from there, when we've got our processes clear, we can map them as what our current state is today, and then design the future state so you can get these automations into play that are going to be beneficial to delivering upon the business goal. That is where the time is worthy of investment versus sort of jumping onto the next thing, getting distracted. And heck, I fall, I fall foul of that because there's so many new things to learn. But we need to come back to the basics and making sure that the business goals are really clear. Question, Scott. Yeah, accents customizable. Well, interestingly, and we'll show this for next week, is that doesn't need to be that avatar. That could be me, right? So there could be you. And now it's got your accent, your style, and you're really presenting someone from your organization to be the talking head, the hero of the story. Well, actually, the customer should be the hero of the story, but your main content delivery person is personalized to the organization. Now, the quality wasn't there in November last year. We started playing around with some of the products in the market. And it was like, oh, it still looked a bit like the head was still and the mouth was moving and the lips syncing and so forth. But now the expressions and everything, right down to even hand movements, are available in these. So it's powerful where it's at today. A few more questions coming through. Anthony's saying taking up to 5 hours with podcast interviews, editing videos, and publishing. Yeah, all of that it needs to look through the automated workflow. Now, it still might take the AI. It might be 20 minutes it might take to get through a lot of those concepts, or maybe your overall workload comes down to 1 hour, because it still comes down to, you got the strategic thinking, you need the orchestration, and then the quality assurance, the quality checking phase is going to be really important. So in this particular workflow, we didn't do a quality check. We just pushed straight through into the delivery. But a better step here would be where we add in a notification that comes back to Slack or Teams or email or WhatsApp and gets your attention to go in and check the script that's been written. If you're happy with it, then proceed and essentially approve it before moving to the next step. And because what we don't, where the risk would be is that we let AI just run off and deliver things and we haven't checked it. Now, an example of this was yesterday when we were testing this one out. I gave an instruction to the AI to please create me a video on a topic, right? So one of these audios in here, and that wasn't the right instruction. The instruction is actually create a script, because the AI agent in these steps here are around writing the scripts in the headline, not around creating the video. That comes later. So the specificity in how we actually place our requests will always be important, whether that's with a team member or whether that is with an AI agent. Both are important. That doesn't go away. Let me see where my presentation's gone. So that's a very basic automation, really, but really impactful. Here is where it goes. It's going to get more and more sophisticated, to the point where things like where we're using Raya to create the content for like 30 days of videos, having the scripts written, sending that to HeyGen, and even from those scripts, creating downloadable guides and cheat sheets and so forth, connecting that to the likes of ManyChat so that you can have the videos published with a matching downloadable cheat sheet or guide or checklist. People often like things that are quite small these days and easy, quick to consume. Sending that off to like Canva to have it edited so it looks beautiful. Setting up the ManyChat campaign so that when you post the video on Instagram, you can have a keyword that you can say, hey, comment the word below, and I'll send you my thing, my checklist, my download. And then when the people actually connect, that information goes through to your CRM. So automating that whole process, or actually trying to do that process previously would, if you wanted to do it every day, that's like 4 to 6 people to execute a program like that on a monthly basis. And then you've got training and quality reviews and so forth. But this now will be the role for one person that they can do to execute this volume of work. I say one, but in reality, there will always be more than one, because if you've got someone who's driving a automation like this, they still need to check in, have strategic sessions with the organization, make sure the content's aligned, do some quality assurance checks, not just the person that's driving it, but also other senior people in the organization as well, so that you're going to get consistency. Now, the next layer after this is then to say, review the performance of how well your automations with this content creation are going. And so have another automation that's looking at how are the views going, how many people have interacted with it, what are the best performing content pieces, and then take that information and feed it back into the system for the following month's setup of work, or if you're doing this on a weekly basis, whatever your iteration levels are. And so that the system starts to learn what works really well. Now, there's another layer you can go to, which I know one of the teams are working on at the moment, which is to look at, I think Glenn's working on this at the moment, is to look at who are your competitors, what are their best performing content pieces. Let's just use Instagram Reels as an example. And then from there, the best performing pieces, if you've got similar ideal customer profiles, take that information, rework it, and run it through a process like this, so that you can constantly be delivering the best possible quality of content. Like, there's no doubt that marketing is about to change forever. And there's going to be a real gap between the organizations that keep doing it the standard way and those that apply AI agents and automation to get the best quality outcomes, like streets apart. I think, in one of the risks for any organization right now is to get left behind if we're not jumping on this. Now, I'll come to that in a moment. Here are the 4 fundamental skills. Now, this is evolving. Yesterday, we were talking about this as 2 or 3, and talking with resilience, and there's one more. And here are the 4 that I believe that we all need to really help our team members with, because these aren't necessarily honed in the current schooling environment. These are agility, critical thinking, creativity, and the ability to articulate with specificity. So agility, the ability to think and understand quickly. With everything changing so fast, the agile mind, being able to focus and think and piece together different concepts, is going to be I'm going to put it as a skill now rather than a trait. You might have said it was like an attribute of an individual, but it is a skill, because you can build new neural pathways and increase your agility and thinking. So it just requires practice. Then critical thinking, the objective analysis and evaluation of an issue in order to form a judgment, right? We need to make a call on things and think about the whole permutation of different variables that are there and different possible outcomes, and then make an actual judgment call. So these go hand in hand. Then there is creativity. So the use of the imagination or original ideas, especially in the production of artistic work. Now, I'll put it to you that anything to do with strategy and business is artistic work. There's science and there's art. You're forming these new ideas to get new outcomes. And so it's very, very creative, especially when you're moving forward at pace. And then the final one there, articulate with specificity. So, can an individual clearly and effectively use language fluently and precisely to convey complex ideas simply and understandably? Now, these have always been required, or you see those that progress forward at rapid pace have always been extremely well versed in these four skills. They've really got this down pat. Today, it will become a requirement, or you'll see the gap that will extend between those that can do these 4 things really well and those that can't. And so bringing the awareness of this, first of all, and then second is, how do we now design our culture in our organizations, our upskilling in our organizations, and then our fundamental processes in the way that we work inside of an organization to raise the standards on on all four of these together. And that may be a challenging thought process on what are we going to do? Well, and you might say, where do we start? Well, the good news is next week, we will be releasing our new book, Untangling the AI Overwhelm. And it is a framework to help organizations around being able to hit their AI sweet spot. Now, what is your AI sweet spot in an SME? Well, four things need to be true in order to hit the sweet spot. It's these: we need, and we've always needed, measurable business results. That's a requirement. Having active employee engagement. We've got to have team members who are on board, on the train with applying AI at work, and not that they need to be super experts. They need to be figuring it out, using the tools, working with it, and progressing forward. This also means that we require up-to-date skilled workforce. This upskilling is constantly going on. That's a lot easier when you've got active employee engagement, but you then need a framework and how you're going to actually deliver that. And then the next part is fit for purpose systems. So it's more common than not in organizations that our systems, processes, procedures, and steps are not documented, and we do things in different ways. The businesses that scale get this really clear. And so having our systems that are fit for purpose to get the results we desire is a critical need for the AI sweet spot to come together, because the AI agents and automations don't just automatically happen. As much as we might like to think that that would be the case, the reality is we need this clarity on the end in mind. And so from here, the book focuses on four key pillars: strategy, execution, people, and technology. And within there, it starts out with an AI agility check. So there's a diagnostic tool that you can complete to see where is the organization at currently around strategy, execution, people, and technology. I was actually just building that on the weekend. It's almost finished. So it's an online tool. Then we go through a process to shift the mind from where we are today to what will the company of the future look like. Now, we call this the kill your company game. We're not actually going to kill the company, but it looks at an approach of a two-box approach in strategy of explore and exploit. So you have your current business model, which the game is to exploit and basically get the most out of that model possible. Because the reality is that all models over time eventually no longer exist. Then what you do is you're actually going into this process of exploring new business models, product services for the future, and start testing those out so that you can then migrate them into what will become your business model of the future. Now, there's a whole facilitation pack that comes with this and the book. So you can run a half-day session with your key people to actually go through the process and come up with all the amazing new innovative ideas for the future. You won't necessarily execute all those, but you want to get the ideas in place so you can do the next step, which is develop your AI and execution roadmap. And there's a workshop and a facilitation pack and slides and everything you need to make that work in your organization, all available in the book. Now, the next phase after that is that we need to communicate effectively. And so having a high trust communication campaign, not a one-off email, here's the change, but a campaign is required in an organization. And we utilize the 13 behaviors of trust in that communication framework. And with that, there's agents and workflows to support all that, and all available from the book as well. Now, that's a strategy as a starting point, so we can get some clarity into the future. And as much as we talk about AI and technology a lot, the reality is this is a people and technology game, not just technology. I would say that it's even more weighted on people than it is on technology, because it's the people that will be enabled by the technology that gets the results. It's not the technology doing it all on itself, right? So it is a tool that we need to drive. And this is one of these differentiators between the human and the technology, is what we have inside of us is that spark of drive, okay, the self-starting. The technology doesn't start on itself. So it's about, come on, Matt, when do we buy the book? Get it next week. I've got a hard stop deadline this weekend to get it done. The spark of drive, this is now up to us as leaders to build this as a culture within our organizations. And so the book will take you through the innovators culture and how you actually get this, actually create the level of psychological safety in an organization to take the risks that will lead to the innovation and the outcomes. And it is such a culture play at this point in time. A big one there is critical thinking. You're going to have processes in the organization that develop critical thinking. Just as the spoiler alert on this one, the core process that we use is to do retrospectives. Okay, to actually every 2 weeks to pause in the teams and do a retrospective. It's very well defined in our software teams, and then in other teams it might be on a monthly basis versus fortnightly. I put it to you that the world we move into is to be doing retrospectives. You know, what worked well, what do we need to improve, you know, what needs to be removed or stopped doing. There's a range of different questions you can ask, and we've got a tool there where you can actually have these highly collaborative critical thinking retrospective sessions all online. It's super impactful. We've been doing this for years now. It's all in our OKRX app. The upskilling piece is going to be critical. There's so much great information out there, but it's a little bit overwhelming. We use LinkedIn Learning as well as the content that we create ourselves. So we get you access to more of our content that's beyond the Flow Friday sessions. And of course, access to talent. You need to be able to access, you know, new talent to take the organization forward. From a technology perspective, there's a few things that need to happen. A SaaS audit review, go through meticulously and look at all of your SaaS products. What has APIs, what doesn't? Question whether you need to use it. Is it useful? Is it getting your outcome? You could probably go through there and cull a whole range of different subscriptions that you have and review and consolidate. And certainly when you're choosing software going forward, it must have an API because you're going to need your AI agents and automations connected to your APIs to help execute work within the software programs. The data audit is probably one of the most overwhelmingly challenging ones that will push organizations because the access to the data is critical for both team members and AI agents. As McKinsey says, you know, 19% of the week is wasted on us asking each other questions of where's this information, where's that, and so forth. And so it will be just like digital transformation, it will be an ongoing review of how data quality is handled and stored in an organization. I wouldn't let that hold you back if things aren't as clean and tidy as neat as you like to, because no one's is excellent in any. I've consulted in small, medium, and extremely large organizations. Nobody's doing it amazingly well. It's always constantly improving. Big section there and actually on AI agents and automation integrations, and we've got a use case library, so huge amount of inspiration coming to you there. And then the execution piece is around being able to actually process map. So end in mind process mapping. So we get you, if you haven't done that before, there's great guides in there on how to do that. A new piece of the puzzle coming out from us soon is the AI command room. Once you've got autonomous agents and automations that are being executed in your organization, for trust, it will require transparency so that you can see what's actually going on. Now, there's actually 2 phases in our AI command room. Phase 1 is about your digital transformation. All these great ideas that you come up from your workshop, they need to go somewhere to make sure the execution occurs. They're going to go into your AI command room so that you can see all the different processes, all the different projects that you've got going on. I feel like I should give you a sneak peek at this point in time. Let me just give you a quick sneak peek. I'll bring this one up. You need to be able to have the transparency and stay on track with what is happening in the organization, and these are lessons learned, friends. on us when we've gone through our digital we've been going through digital transformation since when did we start? 2014. It's just an ongoing, constantly evolving process in an organization, and it never ends. And I think the more advanced we get with it, it certainly is the case that the more disciplined we need to become on the execution, because the requests and desires for the digital transformation and what we want to do, it just keeps getting bigger and bigger and bigger. And I think that, we're no different from any organization in that regard. This is a visual of what's coming with, first of them, with the AI command room. So for phase one, to be able to look at your digital transformation projects across the 6 phases of the transformation, which are discover, design, deliver, educate, execute, and evaluate. And you might have heard me cover these ones in a previous digital transformation session. You want to go through a discovery process to actually understand the technologies available. What is the goal? What is the business case? What's the potential return on investment? Is this really worth doing? What's the impact going to be? What's the risk? There's a whole range of questions there, and they're all in the book to help you in that process. Then you go into the design phase. So where you need to design the future state. So the discovery, you want to capture current state. Design phase, capture the future state. And then the deliver or deploy phase, we need to actually build it, test it, run it. Then educate, actually take the time to write the documentation and then share that with the people who will be using it. Then you go through an execute phase, which is where you're now monitoring the progress of this digital transformation, AI agents and execution. And you want to see that it's returning the results that you anticipated. You're actually going to get the return on investment. And it may require some iteration, some optimization during this phase. Now, it's no different from if we have a strategy and goals and humans are going to execute, we also need to optimize and iterate along the way as well. So, and to be able to keep the visibility onto this, in the AI command room, all your AI agents and all the workflows, automations, you'll be able to see those running and see the time saved, the value impact, that they're in progress. If they're up for review or completed, all of that will be visible. And then in summary as well, I think I got the right one. One more. Oh, I've got more to share on it. That'll do for now. AI command room. That is also coming to you very soon. We've got from the book, we've also got some programs that are coming out. There's a new one, a certification for AI automation integration engineers. And this, like the consultants, follows a framework where we have live training on a daily basis. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday for 45 weeks of the year. There'll be an hour session with one of our AI automation engineers who will educate around an advanced template, like what I've shared with you today with HeyGen, but the more advanced ones, they will be shared to understand why do you have this template? What is it going to deliver? How is it set up? What needs to be considered in relation to the connections, if there's any like low code components to it that need to be worked on. That will be shared, and the reasons why and the variables. So it's like a deeper dive session than what we would see on a Flow Friday. And so that the thing about the certification is it's not like a one-off, quickly get a certification. It's more about coaching and continuous learning. And then access to all these templates that we build, they then become available. The way that we run these is that Monday will be on marketing, Tuesday will be sales and customer service, Wednesday, business data and admin, Thursday on talent and HR, and Friday on finance. So each day of the week with a focus, 45 minutes, sorry. Tim, I got only a few minutes to go, 7 minutes ago, the 45 weeks of the year, huge amount of value. Each one of those sessions, the advanced template that gets released, will cost us between $1,000 to $5,000 to build. So those sessions are super impactful, and yeah, all the advanced templates coming up. But for these for the AI automation engineers certifications, as well as for the AI consultants. These officially launch in May, and there'll be a $10,000 per year, so it's US dollars per year for both of those programs, and access to everything, plus the additional Q&A and coaching as well. For those that might be interested in going into the consulting space, we've got a whole framework to help the consultants around delivering their monthly recurring revenue on retainers to help businesses with the implementation of digital transformations around AI automation integrations. And the program will help consultants to position themselves as a trusted authority, deliver rapid results within organizations, embed that value in, and we actually deliver a foundation delivery engine around this as well. And in each step of these, there is AI automation supporting the consultants to actually deliver for their clients as well. So it's been a big foundational program being built out at the moment. You'll see the actual official launch of this one is May 15. We'll tell you more about this one as we get closer. But certainly for most businesses, I would forecast that every organization is going to end up needing an AI automation engineer in their organizations to help execute on all the changes. And in order to just get those results, because it's a brand new skill set. And to be able to go out there and hire someone expecting them to be able to do everything is going to be a huge challenge. We need to actually deliver the education that doesn't exist at the moment. Mans, you got your hands up there. Did you have a question? Nope, hands back down.
Sorry,
Cool.
Matt.
Yeah,
I don't have a
question?
question. It's about more of a heart, but I clicked the raise hand.
Oh, it was a heart. Okay, you're loving the idea. Cool. It's totally fine. We'll just call it a high five between us. How about that? So I can see where even an organization with AI automation engineers inside helping out still needs the guidance of a consultant or someone strategically that's staying on top of all these changes going on. And so that's where the consultants that we're building out the cohort through Multiply Tech all around the world will be tapped into our latest thinkings and approaches and advancements. And so have other sessions that are a much deeper dive as well. Wow, we've covered a lot this morning. If you want to stay up to date, place to be is definitely on Multiply Academy. So make sure if you haven't joined there, you do register. Nice if you can drop the registration link in there. Multiply Academy it will be your home for all of our Flow Friday sessions. In end of April, we'll be releasing in there an introductory to how to apply AI at work, and then we'll have more advanced sessions on how to apply AI at work that can be delivered in a facilitated fashion as well with certifications. It's also the location for where we'll be keeping all of our content for our AI automation engineers and our consultants. So all the sessions and training are available in there as well as the courses too. So Fee's just saying, this is my sister, by the way. Thank you, Matt. So many ideas came from the session. Awesome, cool. And there'll be a payment plan on the certifications as well, because we recognize that for not everyone, they'll have that investment level ready. So we'll have a payment plan. Also, it is a huge amount of IP that we're sharing in these courses. Like within a year, it's over $225,000 of IP value per person that comes in. But it's so much bigger than that because we can see the impact on businesses where there's going to be things that businesses will be able to do from this information that previously would have cost them hundreds of thousands of dollars to achieve, and therefore would never have been available in their strategic horizon, to now get it executed with automation and AI agents. It is next level, the impact that's coming. And we'll be running tests on everything that we produce. We'll be running on our Go Team business, which has got over 1,000 people, and Multiply Tech with all its products. So we'll be battle testing everything before it then gets released into the advanced template. So you actually get to see results as well. Hey, Anthony, keen to see you have a massive impact in New Zealand. It's going to be fun. All right, everyone. Thank you very much for listening. I hope you got some really exciting ideas around what's coming with images and video and automation and education and just leveling up in general. So appreciate you all for being here. Wishing you a wonderful weekend. I hope we're further lighting that spark of fire of drive inside of you to just learn more and apply AI at work, hey, and even at home as well. Thanks, everybody. Drop a comment if you enjoyed the session. We always appreciate those. And I know that there'll be a review on me afterwards, so you can let me know how I went. There's a survey for that. Have an awesome weekend, and thank you so much. See you next Friday. Bye for now.